In this video, I'm going to be talking about the components of Keynesian equilibrium. First, what is Keynesian equilibrium? Keynesian equilibrium occurs where planned inventory or planned aggregate expenditure equals actual inventory or actual aggregate expenditure. It also always has a 45-degree line, and it occurs where PAE or planned aggregate expenditure equals Y or the output. Next, how do the firms react? If planned inventory or planned expenditure is greater than actual, then they need to cut production and lower prices. If planned is less than actual, then they need to increase production and increase prices. Here are some of the implications on a PAE graph. If actual inventory is greater than planned inventory, then Y is greater than PAE, and they need to decrease, and there's a decrease in Y. If actual is less than planned, then Y is less than PAE, and there's an increase in Y. Whereas actual is equal to planned, then Y equals PAE, and there's no changes in Y. Here, that is where the equilibrium is. Next, I'm going to be going through the in-class practice. The in-class practice goes on how to construct the PAE graph. In order to construct the PAE graph, we have to find where the Keynesian equilibrium is, which this is found where PAE equals Y. The problem tells us that autonomous expenditure equals 200 and MPC equals 1/3. Using these, we can write our PAE equation as PAE equals 200 plus 1/3 Y. Now we have to set that equal to Y in order to find the equilibrium. And solve for Y. In order to solve for Y, we subtract both sides by 1/3 Y, which is going to get us 2/3 Y equal to 200. And then multiply each side by 3/2, which gets us Y equals 300. Now it's time to construct the graph. It's important to note that I've already drawn the 45-degree line. And since we know that autonomous expenditure is at 200, which is the base expenses, we can put a point on the y-axis at 200. And we also know that since equilibrium is at 300, we can put a point at 300. Then we just draw the line going through the 2 points, and we have our completed PAE graph.